It's hard not to add a side of hot, crispy hash browns to your favorite McDonald's breakfast. It's even harder not to eat said hash browns before you get home. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, get your daily refresh for dry eye relief with Refresh Optive Mega 3. Did you know another fun fact of being a woman? That you are more likely than men to develop dry eyes. Ugh. That's why it's good to have relief. Give those dry, burning, or irritated eyes a daily refresh with the Refresh Optive Mega 3 lubricant eye drops. It's a preservative-free formula that provides fast-acting, lasting relief. And Refresh Optive Mega 3 is safe to use as often as needed. You can find Refresh online or in the eye drop aisle at all major retailers.
Your business deploys AI pilots everywhere. But are they going anywhere? Or are they stuck in silos, exhausting resources, unable to scale? Maybe you don't need hundreds of AI pilots. You need a holistic strategy. IBM has 65,000 consultants with Gen AI expertise who can help you design, integrate, and optimize AI solutions. So you're not just deploying AI, you're scaling it across your business. Learn more at ibm.com/consulting. IBM. Let's create.
This is Danielle Fishel from Pod Meets World. Okay, so Amazon Prime is the easiest and fastest way to get anything delivered. But there's so much more. Whatever you love, that's what Prime is. Prime helps you get more out of your passions and even discover new ones. My kids have recently gotten to the age where we can no longer hide video games from them. I know, Pandora's box has opened. Well, with Prime, I not only get the games they want fast and easy, I get suggestions for what other games might be perfect for them. And with access to Prime Gaming, there are free PC games every month just waiting for them. From streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.
This Father's Day at Lowe's, score free gifts for the greatest dad. Right now, get a free select DeWalt, Craftsman, or Cobalt tool with purchase of a select battery kit. Plus, get a free Werner 2-foot aluminum ladder when you buy an 8-foot fiberglass ladder. Shop these deals and more this Father's Day at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 6/15 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Second date update.
If you go out on a really good first date, it might end in a little kiss.
Oh.
It could end in a tender hug.
That's nice.
Or if you're lucky, a 3-way chicken fight with your parents.
What?
What the heck?
Just-
I don't even know what that is.
You're all sitting on top of each other's shoulders inside of a pool.
Yeah.
Well, one of our listeners says she got something else at the end of her night. A 2-word whisper in her ear.
Ooh.
And she's not sure really what it meant, if anything. So let's talk to her about it.
I just cringed thinking of someone whispering in my ear.
The air like blowing on you.
It could be something really nice and romantic.
Maybe.
Angie, welcome to the show. I'm very curious about this whisper, but before we get to that, first tell us the guy's name and how you met him.
Whisper it to us.
Nicholas.
Okay. No more whispering. No more whispering.
Until the actual whisper happens. How about that? Because I want to know what it
just gives
sounds
you the
like.
heebie-jeebies. Like,
I wonder, did everyone in their car turn their radios down or up there?
I don't know. But so you met Nicholas how?
I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but we met on Plenty of Fish, which I know people don't even use anymore. But
Yeah, I think there's actual only fish on there.
I have a question. What drove you to Plenty of Fish?
I don't know. It's just one of those that, like, I set up a profile. I don't even know how long ago, and then I'll get in a relationship and I'll get off it. But, like, I can just go reactivate it. I don't know.
Okay.
Dumb question. Does it even have an app, or you have to like use a browser?
I think that's legit.
I don't even know if
don't
it's an
know what
app.
their logo would be, honestly.
It only operates over fax now. So.
Yeah, okay, that makes
I
sense.
thought it still was printed out on the back of the weeklies.
Yeah,
You know, like those.
that could be.
I want to Google this now.
But the important thing is that you matched with this Nicholas guy. So tell us, what did you do for your date?
We went to dinner. We went to a Thai place, which is one of my faves. So that was good.
Did he remember that it was one of your favorites? Because that's always like really nice too.
Well, I picked it, so that made sense.
Okay.
But
I mean, that's
he
okay.
deserves credit a little bit for going along with it. So let's give him
Listen,
some.
I'm a lady who knows what she likes, and it's pad Thai.
Oh, you're a real adventurous Thai eater.
Awesome. So what did you think when you first saw each other?
I mean, I feel like we hit it off. I mean, I will say dating kind of sucks, and I feel like a lot of times they get like flirty to the point that you're like, all right, dude, calm down. Like they'll ask you for sexy pictures before you've even met. And he didn't. He was more like soft spoken, more like a nerdy type. But it was cute.
Sounds like he was your speed, right?
And he was respectful of your boundaries.
Hey.
Wow.
Exactly.
So a nice guy that's sweet and considerate. I'm surprised you didn't unmatch him immediately.
Yeah. Poor guy's never going to make it.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. So
That's really funny.
Okay.
Was there any, like, I don't know, moments of real flirtation that happened?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a good first date for the most part, but like, I don't know, there'd be like, I'd ask him a question and there'd be like a 5-second delay and then he would go into the answer and it wasn't weird at all, but like.
Is he just staring at you for the 5 seconds?
You know, though, some people are just bad at timing in a conversation. Have you ever talked to somebody who like takes really long pauses and you're like, wait, do I go? Do we not go? Do we go? Like maybe his timing is just a little off.
Maybe
Brooke, are you talking about me?
Sorry, Jeff cut you off.
See, he waited too long to answer and it got awkward.
No, so I like to think of it as I'm just a good listener.
Yeah, but I was done talking. And I mean, he was checking his phone a lot, so I wonder if maybe like, maybe he thought I was boring. I don't know.
You know what I think? This is mind-blowing to me. He does something that I could never do, and that is think before he speaks.
Like, I'm thinking Google before he speaks.
Oh, he Googles? Was he typing stuff?
5 seconds would be a fast Google.
ChatGPT it?
I know, maybe he's having AI listen in.
But I was thinking the same thing.
There was one point, like early on, after we sat down, like before we had ordered anything, he was like, oh man, it's really loud over here. And he was like, do you mind if we move to like the back where it's quieter? And I was like, no, that's fine. And I moved us, but maybe.
I don't know. I think
that's a little obvious.
I honestly think we're overthinking it.
I was just thinking what Jose was thinking. Like, if this is a really sweet, nice guy who's trying to come off like he really cares, he might take a second to try and come up with a really good answer to your question.
Rather than blurting stuff out.
The whole point is that the awkward pauses didn't bother you, right?
No, I wouldn't say they bothered me. It was weird.
It was noticeable.
Okay.
Because they probably didn't bother him. That's how he communicates.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe to him, he was like, well, that was a normal back and forth.
Totally.
Okay. So overall, pretty solid date. I'm really, really interested, though, in the end here when he whispers something into your ear.
Oh, the 2 words.
Wait, I want to know if he waited 5 seconds before he did the whispering.
Run us through what happened there.
Okay, so end of the date, we are like outside of the restaurant, about to go our separate ways. I give him a hug. And when I hug him, he whispers in my ear, good job.
Good job?
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, like thumbs up, good job.
Whoa, that's weird.
That is so bizarre.
Maybe he just doesn't know how to end a date.
Yeah.
Like,
good job.
without a kiss.
Or maybe it was inner dialogue that came out. Maybe he was talking to himself.
Is it like the thing where you're wanting to be like, hey, good date, or like in 2 words, you mix 2 things together and accidentally say something awkward?
Honestly, it could be the whole reason he's not calling you back because he's like, God, why did I say that?
I mean, maybe, but like even after he said it, I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
What did he say?
And then he put his finger to his mouth like, shh, like it's our secret, but I have no idea what he was talking about.
Dude, what is happening?
That is pretty romantic, though.
But anytime a man puts his finger to his lips, it's creepy.
Anybody, nobody should do that.
Kind of want to kiss him, though. So have you texted him since the date ended?
Yeah, so we had like a cute little back and forth before the date. We'd like send each other memes or whatever. So like I did that. But no, I have not gotten any response.
Oh, no.
Okay, something's up. We're going to come back.
Not the meme exchange rate.
That's not okay. We're going to call this Plenty of Fisher, and we're going to see what he has to say when we come back and get you your second date update right after this.
I don't like that.
Second date update.
It's the 2 words that every little boy is dying to hear from his unapproving father.
That's actually true.
Good job.
Oh, Jeff.
Proud of you, son.
Yeah, we're proud of you, Jeff.
It's not exactly what a woman wants to have whispered into her ear at the end of a first date.
Oh, I thought we were going to go into Jeff therapy session.
We don't have nearly enough time.
Okay.
But it's what happened to our listener Angie after she hung out with a guy named Nicholas the other night. He gave her a hug and then softly said, good job, into her ear.
The girls are not happy about this.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
she wasn't either, right?
I don't think any woman would be happy about that. But we've got a lot of questions about the good job, about some of the other weird stuff that was happening during the day. Angie said she's willing to look past it if she can get another chance with him because he seemed like a great guy.
You said that he was like a little reserved, a little nerdy. Like, those are some of the quirks that come with nerdy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, it's so hard to meet an actual nice, respectful guy. And I just feel like he was. And I'm assuming I messed up. You know what I mean?
You think you messed up, and that's why
Well,
he's
like,
not
usually it's the person who calls in that messed up. And like I said, maybe he thought I was boring. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably was you.
Are
But yeah,
our
go ahead.
listeners becoming self-aware?
No.
Oh.
No.
No, that was almost, though.
No.
We don't like that.
Are you cool if Nicholas has an unapproving father? Is that okay?
Yeah, I think I can deal with that. Yeah.
Okay. He may need you if that's the
Good.
case.
It'll be something Jeffrey and he can bond over.
Yes, also good about it. So let's call him. I'm going to dial his number right now. Let's see if he picks up.
Hello.
Hey, is this Nicholas?
This is Nick.
Hey, man. Thanks for answering. You are on a radio show right now
Hey.
called Brooke and Jeffery in the morning.
Welcome to the show, Nicholas.
How are you, man? Good morning.
Why am I on a radio show?
Great question.
Yeah. So I don't know. Have you ever heard of something called a second date update before?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you have? Oh, that's
Okay.
cool. Congrats.
Yeah.
Hey, you almost know who we are.
Now you get to be a part of one. So the way that it works is one of our listeners has reached out to us hoping that we could get a hold of you. A girl named Angie.
Angie's trying to get a hold of me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like you remember her.
You guys went to Thai food the other night?
She's hoping that she could maybe get another chance to hang out with you again.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to work out.
Really?
Okay.
It sounded like such a good date.
Well, yeah, before you even go there, Nicholas, I'm just going to let you know, she said that she really liked you and that you two shared a good vibe.
Yeah, no, I thought Angie was nice.
I feel like
Okay.
he paused.
Okay.
So, like, you guys notice he pauses?
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't mention that. Actually, Nicholas, she mentioned a few odd things that happened on the date, and she wasn't sure if maybe those were early signs that you weren't interested in her.
Which it actually turns out could be true at this point.
Yeah.
At first, we thought she was nuts, but
Well, what did she say?
Well, like we just mentioned, there's like a delay in your responses a little bit during the normal conversation.
Almost like you're intently thinking of what you're going to say.
A delay?
okay.
Yeah, kind of
Right.
like
Yeah.
that. Almost happened again.
I think
So-
he doesn't notice that.
Also-
yeah,
That's just part of your conversation. That's fine.
That's okay. And also, she said that you had to move to a quieter area. And I'm just going to let you know what the room thought when we heard everything. The room was wondering if maybe you had AI listening in on your conversation to help you respond to your date because you were checking your phone a lot too.
Yeah.
So
I don't know who the room is. Who's the room?
Oh,
We don't need to name names.
the show, the entire
It was Alexis
show.
mostly. It was mostly Alexis.
Oh, you people. Okay.
Us,
yeah,
yes.
people.
Us
No, because
people.
when we talk to her, we all give our ideas like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
it could be this, maybe it could be that.
These are just theories.
Yeah.
So could you just be honest with us and tell us, did you do that? Were you using AI to assist you?
I was having some help on the date, but I wasn't using the AI.
Some help on the date?
You're getting,
Is that what you're saying?
Help
okay.
from your phone?
I was on the line with my ex, and she was on the line with us the whole time.
Excuse me, what?
No.
Your ex.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I just need help, so she's kind of like a security blanket for me.
She
no.
So wait,
guided
you have a
you
head-
through your date?
Did you have like earbuds in and you were listening to your ex at the same time you were listening to her?
No, she was just on mute. Like, she couldn't say anything. She wasn't coaching me. I just
What?
wanted her to hear everything.
So she's kind of taking notes, and then later you will call her, and she will go over the notes?
Your-
Is that what I'm thinking?
Your ex
Oh.
volunteers to listen to hours of your dates?
Yeah, what?
What a kind woman.
What a weird woman.
Well, it's part of our post-breakup growth agreement.
Wait, what?
Post-breakup growth agreement.
Wow, are we guys
Could
both
you-
lawyers
That's
or
a new
something?
What's
one.
in that?
Yeah.
We mutually agreed upon, and I listen to her dates too on occasion. It's just we help each other get through our past breakup and move into a new one. So it's healthy and
Oh, very healthy, yeah. I mean, it's a very conscious uncoupling.
Do you find
like a
that she usually
gentle...
doesn't like your new dates?
Oh, yeah.
That is a good point because he said
Like, is it sabotage?
Well, she was not a fan of Angie.
Okay.
Well,
she wasn't, but how did you feel about her?
I was enjoying myself, but she mentioned that she seemed like a try-hard, and then when I was thinking about it, I think that she might be kind of a try-hard.
What?
Oh.
Wait,
don't
Yeah.
you want
Real
people
bad.
to try hard on a first date?
Yeah,
Like,
not
isn't
be
that a
obvious. You have
positive?
to subtly
we're on
try
Angie's
hard.
side.
Excuse me. How was I a try-hard?
Oh, that's coming in hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Nicholas, you might find this funny, but your ex-girlfriend and Angie have a lot in common
that's a
because
good point.
she's actually
Yeah.
been on the phone listening in on this conversation.
Oh, hey.
Okay, that's not fair. I didn't know that. I didn't.
Yeah, and Angie didn't know your ex was listening to her either.
Not
Yeah.
any place to be judging, but
See?
say hi to Angie.
But she was. Hi, Angie.
There you go.
Hi. I mean, you're saying this is a healthy thing, but you also said your ex is your security blanket, so it doesn't feel like you're ready to be dating other people.
Yeah.
No, well, in most relationships, people don't have the right closure, and then they hold on to the past, and so
Very
this is
true.
a way to move on to my future.
Yeah.
But
So
you're
she's-
not moving on. You're literally still relying on your ex to make your decisions down to who you're
Yeah.
dating.
Well, we spend a lot
How?
of time together, so she knows me really well, and she sees things from the opposite sex that I might not see.
Then maybe you guys should be together still.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
No, it's not. It's not like that. We're not romantically involved whatsoever. It's just we have a year left in our post-breakup growth agreement.
Yeah, that's a long time.
You're kind of each other's life coaches, really.
Can't you just recap the date with your ex instead of having her listen in the whole time?
Well, there's trigger words and things that she'll say like, well, that's a red flag that I don't typically see.
Didn't pick up.
This does make sense now why he whispered good job at the very end of the date. He wasn't saying it to Angie. He was saying it to his ex-girlfriend who was listening.
Still doesn't make sense.
No, I was talking to Angie. I did whisper good job because I thought that we were going to get to go on another date because I enjoyed myself and I didn't want my ex to hear her.
Oh, my gosh. Nicholas.
Well-
When you end the call.
Nicholas.
I told you not to go out with me again, and you listened. You started answering me.
I mean, here's the thing. I actually think Nicholas is over his ex. I think your ex, Nicholas, is not over you.
That's what it does sound
And I
like.
don't think you're seeing that correctly.
I mean, that's a possibility, and I kind of agree with that, but we still have our agreement, and I have...
Yeah,
This
you
is
said
not
that.
it's not
You can rip it up.
Okay.
Did you get it notarized? What are we talking about here?
And if all she could come up with is she's a try-hard as the biggest red flag,
Yeah,
oh, man.
come on.
That's not
That's not a red flag.
That's a weak red flag.
Yeah.
And I didn't try that hard. I didn't even shave my legs for that date.
Gross, and I love it.
There must be some clause in your contract with her that lets you get out of it when you find an amazing new girl like Angie here. Because
Wait, I have a question. What if I had put out on the first date? Would she have been listening in?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Oh, my
yeah,
God,
do
I
you
didn't
hang
even
up
Was that
think
even on the
about that.
table?
Or does that count?
Our date wasn't supposed to go over an hour and a half. I know we were already pushing it at an hour 40.
Oh,
that
well,
was-
time.
Okay.
Even if you wanted to.
It's
sorry,
in the
sis.
agreement.
Well, he was already breaking the rules a little bit for
Yeah.
her. So the Band-Aid's starting to come off.
Or he's like, hold on, let me ask my ex. Hey, can I sleep with this one?
Yeah. Angie,
Can I stay 10
just
more
real
minutes?
quick first, are you still interested in meeting up with Nicholas again after what you know?
Are you insane?
There's no way.
Oh, I thought you were okay.
No, Jeff.
That would have been wild if she said yes.
Unless he breaks the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's true.
Angie doesn't want to extend the offer anymore, so Nicholas, we're not obviously going to give you another date with Angie
Dude,
here.
how
but
funny if his girlfriend has been on the line this whole time, too.
oh,
Yeah,
God.
wait, is
The
she?
ex, is she on the third line?
What's her name? Let's say hi.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
So his ex was on the phone on mute listening to the entire date for an hour and 40 minutes taking notes, and she said no.
I mean, that's shocking. I really thought that was going to
Yeah.
work out after
Yeah.
we found
I
that
did, too.
information
I
out.
tried to call my ex over and over to
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
in, and she's not answering.
What is wrong
Weird.
with her?
I don't get it, Jeff.
I guess the fascinating thing to me is if she would have said yes, could you imagine that conversation where Nicholas is really excited and he calls you like, hey, great news, we get to go out again. My ex ex gave you the thumbs up. First one in 6 months. Congrats.
She approves.
It really did sound like Nicholas was over his ex and his ex just isn't over him.
Yeah. Like
You know,
no girl's good
man.
enough for him or something.
Yeah, whatever it is a messy situation.
Did she give him away at the wedding?
You know
I
I
mean?
think she's still hoping that she is the one
Yeah.
marrying
She'll
him.
be there regardless.
We'll find out. But speaking of messy situations, our social media, YouTube,
Wait, what?
TikTok, Instagram.
It's not messy.
You can see all of our second dates on there, and those are messy for sure.
Now I
Hot
get it.
mess.
Make sure to comment, like, subscribe at Brooke and Jeffrey. We appreciate all of our listeners. And if you ever need help in your dating life, email the show. We'll call that person who's not calling you back.
With over 200 million drivers, you've done more than make Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand. Your purchases have enabled Ford and Ford dealers to donate billions to communities. This June, celebrate Ford and Ford dealers' commitment of an important additional donation to Feeding America, Habitat for Humanity, the American Red Cross, and Team Rubicon. Ford Motor Company, from America, for America.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Hi, I'm Danielle Fishel from Pod Meets World. So, for my two boys, I got Samsung Galaxy Watch for Kids. And I'm not saying I'm kind of jealous of my kids' tech. I'm saying I am definitely jealous of my child's tech. This thing lets them call, text, and explore all from their wrist. No smartphone required. And don't worry, you're still the boss. You control who they can talk to, and yes, you can totally stalk their location in real time. Get Galaxy Watch 7 on T-Mobile, now kid-ready with a new paired line. Visit T-Mobile.com to order yours today. Parent and child must have a Samsung account and Google account with Family Link. Requires initial pairing with a compatible Samsung smartphone and qualifying wireless plan with LTE service activated. Please check with your carrier for more information. Trusted contact applies to compatible apps. It does not restrict communication through third-party or other communication apps. Emergency services and contacts remain accessible. Location sharing is dependent on network connectivity and device being recently active. T-Mobile terms via 24 monthly bill credits when you add a qualifying paired watch line. See additional offer terms on T-Mobile.com.
What does Zyn really give you? Not just smoke-free nicotine satisfaction, but also real freedom to do more of what you love, when and where you want to do it. Why bring Zyn along for the ride? Because America's #1 nicotine pouch opens up all the possibilities of right now. With Zyn, you don't just find freedom, you keep finding it. Find your Zyn. Learn more at Zyn.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Caesar Canine Cuisine asks, why does your dog spin?
'Cause he wants a Caesar warm bowl.
New Caesar warm bowls are microwavable meals for dogs made with real chicken and delivering an irresistible aroma that gets dogs excited. Look for new Caesar warm bowls in the pet food aisle.
This podcast is sponsored by PayPal.
All right, readers, it's time to talk about one of the most iconic payment brands out there. That's right, it's PayPal, the trusted and rewarding way to pay. PayPal offers people more flexibility. You can choose to pay now, pay in full, or monthly. With PayPal, you get more savings. Like with the PayPal debit card, you can earn 5% cash back on up to $1,000 spent in the monthly category you choose. Iconic.
Don't just pay. PayPal. Pay in full is subject to approval. Eligibility varies. Learn more at paypal.com/buy now, pay later. PayPal debit card terms and cashback limits apply. Redeem points for cash and other options. The PayPal debit MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. See terms paypal.com/rewardspal.